Hi Gemini, thank you for stopping by and checking out my YouTube channel. Today's message is a general reading, timeless, and I just asked Spirit to whatever messages Gemini needs to hear today, let those come through. So, messages for Gemini. Spirit, what messages do you have for Gemini today? Please make it obvious what messages you have for Gemini today. So they're going to have me do what I've done for all the other zodiac signs so far. They have me start with one deck, shuffle, 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 and then they say, no, just go to the other deck. And then they have me shuffle this deck, and then nothing comes out, and then they have me go back to that deck. So I don't know if it's, I thought it was for the zodiac signs that maybe they needed patience or to pay attention. Like I thought, okay, are you not paying attention? And I'm thinking, well, nobody really ever pays attention when they're shuffling, right? But I don't know, universe I kept hearing Spirit say they have to see that you're not picking the cards, that we're picking the cards. So I'm like, okay, Spirit, Gemini will see that you're selecting the cards, not me. So what messages do you have for Gemini today? Please make it obvious. What messages do you have for Gemini today? Please make it obvious. They're having me do it again. You're going to have me do the other deck now. Okay. I don't mind. Okay. They have a sense of humor today. I don't know, Gemini. Maybe pay attention to the shuffling, or patience is something part of your message today. But it's been every sign. So everybody's had to either have a little patience or pay attention to the signs. So, Gemini, what messages do we have for Gemini today, Spirit? Please make it obvious. Now, Gemini, these are very slippery cards. So when they fall down, when they drop down, I don't take those cards that drop down unless they drop down face up. But I ask Spirit, please make it obvious, like having them fly out of the deck. So like here, this one is obvious to me because it didn't come down in. Thank you, Spirit. Please make it obvious. What messages do you have for Gemini today? So, Gemini, how are you doing? Might as well have a little chit-chat while we're waiting. You doing okay? I do want to say I appreciate you being here. Really enjoy doing these videos, and I'm so grateful that you're watching and commenting and liking and sharing. So thank you. Okay. Gemini. We have the Dream in reverse and Judgment come out so far. Thank you, Spirit. Please make it obvious. What messages do you have for Gemini today? We have the Secret and the Dolphin Caller. Gemini. Spirit, can we have some clarification for these cards for Gemini, please? Please give us some clarifications for these cards for Gemini. Spirit, please provide messages, clarification on these cards for Gemini. A lot. Okay. I'm not going to ask for any more because there's a lot here. Alright, let's see. Got a lot of blue, a lot of water. Some greens. Okay. Alright, let's start with the Secret, number 40. The Unknown, Mysteries, and Wonders. And they're having me read from the book because there's an affirmation in there as well. We walk through this world, and so does she, by our side, releasing to us the understanding that we can measure with our minds at any time. We claim we wish to know, that we desire to understand the reasons and the ways of the universe. But the truth is our minds can only connect so much and understand so much from our human framework at any given time. So she holds the entire mystery that is us within her hands, and then them, and from them flows just enough to keep us seeking, questioning, yearning, and searching. It is not a deliberate withholding, but a way of measuring out experience. For to release the entire knowledge of the Akashic records and all of our souls into one being would be to disrupt us to the point of madness. So know that there are unknowns, accept that there are secrets. Focus instead on the laws you can work with, and accept the wonder that is the presence of the soul's multiple selves, lives, expressions, and know it is a fragment of a greater whole. This is why we have lifetime after lifetime. This is why we experience so much. This is why you have suffered and struggled and learned and let go and finally come to a place of compassion within yourself. The totality of your magnificence will not be lost, and it is known when we return for a time between the lifetimes to the home of our souls. She holds the secret, and you hold the key, and you are discovering more and more with every breath, which every step on this journey called your life. And the illumination is, I am at peace with the mystery that is my existence. I will explore and discover, yet know that there are greater secrets and other lifetimes in which to explore them. Okay. That's true. Like, there's no way we could know everything. The universe is so vast that our mind literally cannot comprehend all the vastness and all the knowledge and information that is out there. We and even as we're going through our awakening process, there's so much we still. And again, remember, like they're bringing the FBI. They're showing me how the FBI, when someone asks them a question, they're like, that's on a need to know basis, and right now you don't need to know. Like, that's what they're telling me. If I tell you, I'll have to kill you. Like, you don't need to know everything, because you don't know what everything is. So there's so much that there's no reason for you to even need to know everything about all things. Maybe in whatever your soul mission is and your purpose is here in this lifetime, you can ask and request for that knowledge and information to help you along that path. But to want to know everything, like, it's just, first of all, why? Because everything includes the bad stuff, the yucky stuff, the scary stuff. Why do you need to know that? Like, all of that. Maybe you need to know some bad stuff, but you don't need to know the bad stuff and the scary stuff. So, mystery, see, the unknown is got to be okay with that, because our human brain cannot comprehend all there is. So we need to be okay in that. It's on a need to know basis. It's funny how they showed me this man walking up in the suit, what's that movie? Men in suits, men in ties. I'm drawing a blank, but I know you know it. It's Will Smith and what's that dude's name? And they're in suits with the sunglasses. Men in Black, right? That's the movie. So that's how they presented this to me. But it was only one man, but one of the men in black, and he's like, that information is on a need to know basis, and you currently don't need to know. Okay, let me get back to here. Focus the dolphin caller. Pure, joyful friendships, loving help. There are those who can call forth the powers of nature, the messengers of the mother and of the great spirit, but when we gaze upon nature's marvels, we rarely see the ancient ones standing in their midst, stirring again and again the cauldron of the planet, and allowing us to see all the beauty and wonder that is here. The dolphin caller steps forth at dawn, and to this being, the ancient relatives of the humans, the people of the sea, who will move through and around the waters to cleanse and clear the sacred oceans, come. They reawaken within the waters their purity and their song, and the dolphin caller will transfer their song and gift and clearing energy to the land, to the people, as they go about their day. So, many now are beginning to arise from their slumber, and not just the slumber of sleep, they are awakened from the slumber of the soul. So too are you, as the dolphin caller, and these magical beings of the oceans now call you to awaken to your own possibilities, to a new beginning, not only each day, but a new beginning for your very soul. A time to play, of release, of cleansing, and of zest, and joyful friendships is available for you. We become like those we are surrounded by, and these beings will lift the spirits and remind you of what friendships can be like. No matter what is taking place in your life, the dolphin's energy is now shared with you, so you can feel the freedom and fluidity, the soaring grace and power of these oceanic marvels. You are their friend, and the dolphin caller will send to you this energy until you feel your own exhilaration rise and you laugh again with the sheer joy of being alive. Your soul will revel in your happiness, and you will thank the dolphins and this caller, who has known of your need and has now sent the help you have long been asking for. Friendships, too, are part of this card's energy. To have moments when you can share the joy, bringing to you an exquisite sense of being loved and accepted and delighted in. And the illumination message says, help is on its way, and you will soon experience joyful companionship. Okay, so it is interesting. You got the dream card in reverse. And this was speaking of it's time to wake up from your slumber. So I'm going to so in this card at the dream, the symbols are fireflies, creation, dreaming, illumination, inspiration. But in the shadow meaning, which is when it comes out in the reverse, daydreaming too often, escaping reality, abandoning your dreams, not listening to your intuition. And that's what I'm hearing, is not listening to your intuition. And that's why it's been referenced that you've been in a slumber, because you're sleeping, you're I would say ignoring the signs and messages that you've been given or receiving. And they're showing me so they're showing me that you have this whole thirst for knowing everything and holding, not knowing all the answers. You put yourself in this state of judgment towards spirit. You've put yourself in so this judgment card, it's like you and your higher self, right? And you have chained and bound yourself and your higher self because you feel that you're not getting all the answers, everything. But these crystals represent, there's so many different crystals here. And crystals have power and knowledge and information in them. They're tools and healing. And each type of crystal has a different healing power to it, or a different frequency or message. And even though you are completely surrounded by all these crystals, you've put yourself in this state because it's not everything. And okay. All right. All right, Gemini, I'm just, the energies, it's so interesting because these cards are truly, okay. So the unknown and the mysteries and the wonders. because of your judgment of not knowing everything, you have bound and chained yourself and your higher self, and by doing that, in this card, it's the number 2. And I think that's the Maiden, but this came out in reverse. Yeah, the Maiden. And I don't know why it's showing me that this, the Maiden represents independence, self-esteem, confidence, self-expression, following your dreams, discovering your passions, and seeking your own answers. But in reverse, it's you put yourself into this state of, if I can't seek all the answers, then why even bother? You're gonna just be in that state. But he's showing up saying, hey, remember, you don't need to know everything. He's holding the book of knowledge. He has everything there, and he's saying, you are not required to know everything. So stop putting judgment on source. Like, alright, so I'm going to read the story here. Our awakened souls have been chained by their judgments of each other. They've been slowly throwing the chains of judgment around themselves and each other through their words, actions, and thoughts. This damages you. And it chips away at you with those expectations and standards that are not realistic. Because remember, the secret said that we would go mad if we knew all the information. So these expectations and standards that you've put on yourself of wanting to know everything are not realistic. Beyond what you can see, you are being energetically bound by crystals that keep you stuck. You're unable to fulfill your purpose in life. You're unable to be the divine being that you're meant to be in this lifetime. It says here, they're only concerned with materialistic and shallow things, and they are distracted. You need to see the situation in a more balanced manner. knowing and understanding. You can't know everything. You're not supposed to. But because you're in this state, it's preventing you. It's preventing you from being growing spiritually and doing what you're supposed to be doing here. The card of integrity came out. It says in here, we all live in glass houses, so avoid judging. But yet, your glass house is you're judging your higher self, your spiritual journey that you're supposed to be on. You're aware, but you're wanting too much. Look, and they're showing me like this whole materialistic thing, but they're showing me in a spiritual realm, like you want to be the shaman, the clairvoyant, the shadow work. You want to know everything and all things. But you can't. So this card came in reverse. So I feel like here is this truly enlightened angel that has transformed so many times. Because she's surrounded by butterflies, and she's standing in the presence of the all-knowing eye, right? She's illuminated. But for you, it came in the reverse as a reminder that this is not who you are. And no matter how many masks you try to put on, it doesn't change anything. So the 8 of water, which is 8 of cups, and in the tarot of 8 of cups, the person's walking away. But this card shows this joyful, happy being with all the chakras lit up, with dolphins jumping up out of the water. So Spirit is reminding you that finding joy in friendship is where your focus should be on. Pure, joyful friendships and help from them. And that's what's going to put you in alignment. And do you see the full moon behind him? So, waking up from this slumber and seeking out this the dolphin caller for help will reveal secrets to you, right? The moon is secrets. So that's where the knowledge will come from. More will be shown and revealed to you. More will be shown to you. He's like, look, it's one of those mirrors and he's looking into the mirror, but I'm just seeing spiritual, there's the third eye, and two, like, more information will be brought to you and shown to you. Because like you, the way you've been acting now, you hurt yourself. Like, look, he's blind in one eye and he's got scars on his face. But there's still an eye left. And the third eye is glowing. And he's got fins on his arms. So I feel like you truly need to connect to I don't know, if maybe dolphins are your spirit animal. But definitely, as the card said, ask for help from the dolphin caller, and that's what's going to get you in alignment and show you more information. But only what you need to know, because you'll never be fully enlightened with knowledge, because that's not in this lifetime. That's not why you're here. Okay. And yeah, so the dolphin caller spoke of friendships, love, and they're showing me that the Two of Cups is currently in reverse. And the King of Cups is in reverse as well. So the love and I don't know, they're showing me that this King of Cups represents preachy. You're in a preachy state rather than in a loving state. Gemini. I feel like these have been two different messages, so it is a general reading, so half of this would be for some of you Geminis and the other half, because I feel like half of you been asleep and it's time to wake up. The dolphin caller is saying you haven't had your Two of Cups and your King of Cups come into your life. That's because of this judgment. That's toxic. Okay, this last card is 24. The tortoise, the wolf, the crane, and that angel holding a lotus flower. It looks like the same angel to me. Faith. Faith, self-belief, confidence, divine connection, trust, serenity, and surrender. Do not give up because of past mistakes. You are not alone. Do not be unkind because others have been unkind to you. Okay. So again, you need to accept that you're not supposed to know. You are not supposed to know all the information. So release the judgments that you're put, because by you judging source, saying, why can't I, why are you not showing me all this, and those judgments are preventing so much, blocking so much to coming to you. But when you release that and wake up, call for the dolphin caller to help you. That's when you'll be truly enlightened with what you need to know. And when you're in that energy, your Two of Cups and your King of Cups will show up. You will not be the one standing before Source, all knowing in this lifetime. You need to accept that you can stand with what knowing Source gives you, be it a few things. And that's balanced, happy. And what you do need to know will be shown to you. The moon will show what's hidden to you. All right, Gemini, that is all Spirit is showing me for you. You really need to not cast judgment on yourself or on Source, Spirit. Because that's really what's blocking you from everything. I hope this helped, Gemini. Again, I truly appreciate you being here. Please, if this did help, please click the like, subscribe, and bell notification tabs so you can always catch my videos when I drop them. I do appreciate and value your energy being here, and I look forward to connecting again with you. Love and light, Gemini.